come on, don't waste my time, come on. Otherwise you're not gonna get it, no, never any move from me. Let's go, go, hup. Buddy, buddy, hup. And low, come on, hup. Keep your hands up. Hands up, 1, 2, hup. Nice knee. Yeah, that's right, come on, hup. Move back, come on, hup. Yeah, come on, follow. Come on, follow, hup. Come on, you have to see it. Come on, you have to see it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You go, go, go. Go! Hey! Come on. And rest. Now you can rest. Good, guys.
We're here still at the All-Star Training Center, and my guest here is Melvin Manhoef, who is, how would I describe you? The knockout king. You was the K1, one of the champions, and we talked yesterday about you had 29 wins, and out of 29 wins, you had 27 knockouts.
Yeah, this is like only MMA, but in the K1 I have like almost like 37, 40 fights or something, and there I also had like 33, 34, I don't know anymore knockouts.
So that's different.
Stand up and MMA. Yes.
So how long have you been doing MMA?
Quite long, but it was in the beginning. I was not like very serious with MMA. I started with K1. After that, I did a little fight in MMA. It was with at that time it called free fight with open hands. And
with
open hands. Yeah.
And then there was fights without gloves too.
Yeah, and afterwards it became gloves. But I wasn't like, I always did two things. And now I'm like 22 years already in the business, so. It's a long time.
It's a long time. And how has the fighting game changed from your beginning years, from what it is now?
Yeah, in the beginning, really, I think nowadays we have like more tools and more things to create more speed, more stamina, more everything. You know, everything is going more technical. How you say this? Technical, you know, and before it was only like hard training and
just fighting.
Go, and yeah, the mentality is like changed a little bit. So.
How did you start fighting?
I started when I was like 18 years old.
You was a soccer player first.
Yeah, I was a soccer player. Then I broke my ankle, and then I started, and in 3 months I did my first fight.
In 3 months?
Yes, and then. Maybe in 1 year I was like a pro, and I did like everything very fast. And
well, if you did everything so fast, so it's 100% that you have a talent for this sport. You don't think?
I think I have a talent, but it doesn't has talent only. It also has hard work. I worked very hard, and you know I had like a gift from God, and I'm thankful that when I punch, I can knock people out. So
yeah, you have a really
punch knockout.
Tremendous amount of strength in your punches.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the work, the hard work. We was just talking about it, that a lot of people think that if someone has a talent and is good in something, that is just you just relax and then go fight and that's it. But it's really a hard work.
It's hard work because even though if you have talent, talent still have to work also. You understand? Because otherwise the guy who doesn't have the talent but working harder, they're gonna go past you. And I think in all areas everybody has to have that kind of mentality that if you want something you have to work hard. And this is what all fighters need to do, but not only fighters, I think everybody.
Is there a time that you get tired and you just take off, relax, and stop the working? Because even now you are in a really good condition. I've been here for a couple days, watching you guys train, and you seem to be in a better condition than some of the young guys over here.
Yeah, maybe because because I want it very bad now, you know, and it is very hard for me also. That's why I came here to All Stars. That I have like a lot of things on my mind when I'm at home. I have like too many things around me. So
you have your own gym.
Yes, I have my own gym, my own promotion. We have like
managing
fighter kids, you know. So it's very difficult to focus on only fighting. And before, when you were younger, I had like less responsibility, so I could be
still doing and working out and being home.
Yes, you know. And now I have to think about too much things. And now that I'm here, I don't think about nothing, and I only focus, and I enjoy training as hard as possible because I know that it will pay off in the ring, you know.
Why this fight is so important to you?
Why this fight is so important? Because I lost my two first fights. I lost my last two fights because I wasn't prepared. I was prepared very well, but I hadn't had this training camp what I have now, and with the good people, and you know, pushing myself as hard as possible. Even though when I'm tired, I still get up and go again and again and again, and this makes my mentality very strong. And I think that is what I have missed in my last two fights, and I want to win this fight so bad for myself, for my team, my family.
They say you are like one of the most entertaining fighters.
But I am.
You are?
Yeah, it's not about, I'm not going to be cocky because even though I come to fight and I come to win and come to knock people out, and even though I go or they go, but I really come to fight. I leave all my heart in it, you know, so this is like a different kind of thing, you know. I don't know, you have like a sportsman and you have fighters, you know, and I'm a fighter. I'm also a sportsman, but when I came to the ring or in the cage or something, you know, I come and give it all, you know, because people are wanting to watch those kind of fights, entertaining fights, boring fights. People are not gonna, you know. So I may be small and I knock big people out, and
you
small
have.
people out. Yeah,
You
so
sure
that's
have.
why. And I think I get appreciation from the fans, you know, and that makes my drive much harder to fight like this. Sometimes my coaches say, come on, you have to be patient, you have to be this, but because I like to give the fans what they want, and this is a fight, and sometimes
sometimes it's really short. It's really short.
Yeah, it works a lot of times. It works like 27 times it worked, and there are also a lot of times that it didn't work. My last two fights, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you see, this is my second day here, and we spent some time together. You seem really calm and peaceful, and you know, and watching your fights is like a total different person. Little bit, like the energy and the drive is different. Of course, that's your work, you as a fight. But what are the thoughts in your head when you go to the fight? Like, is there a moment that you change from this to that?
Yeah.
When does it happen?
Yeah, I think when it happened, when my coaches are talking to me, and when I hear my sound music plays, and I have to walk up and I hear the crowd screaming and, you know, giving me the good vibe and giving me the energy, you know, and every time when I get the energy, I want to give the energy back, and at that time I get like the snap, and then I know what I came for and what I have to do, and I want to be the best, I want to be the strongest, and I want to knock my opponent out, so.
But a lot of times it happens that a fighter who's a really good fighter, practice a lot, trains a lot, But then when they get to the fight, they get to the octagon, they see all the lights, they get nervous, and then they're not performing as well as they could be.
I don't know why it happened, but I fight in Bellator, and when Bellator the lights came on me, then I know it's my time to shine. And I worked very hard for this moment, so I want to do everything what is in my power to win the fight and to enjoy the crowd.
But have you noticed that happens with fighters?
It happened, but you know, you don't have to be afraid, or you don't have to be nervous, and you can be nervous because everybody is nervous, but you have like, how you say this, healthy tension, I call it, you know. You have to be sharp also, you cannot go in a fight,
just relax
and
no,
go like,
yeah.
and sometimes it happened to me, I was too relaxed, you know, I was like, okay,
This is good.
no, I don't want it anymore, so I think that to have a little bit tension is much better for me, and makes myself more sharper, I think.
Sharper, a little attention. But you also, do you coach fighters?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how do you prepare them for the fight mentally?
Mentally, yeah, it depends. Each fighter has like a different approach. So if I see they're down, you know, some fighters need to hype up. Some fighters you have to be relaxed, you know. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the fighter themselves, about the character, I think.
We know that you have a really strong punch, but as a fighter, what is your strength? What do you have that no other fighter has?
I think I have explosion. My explosiveness is very. I can explode from 1 till 100 in like 0.1 second or something.
Yeah, fast.
And this is like a strong point of me, and my strong point is also that I always attack. I try to attack. I always to finish my fight. So these are the strongest points that I have. You know, I work hard for every fight. So just as you see,
yeah,
when I have
see.
to work. It's time.
Morning, lunch, night time.
So
Sleep a little.
and then go again.
Go again.
And even though it's not going always the perfect way, I try to find a way to let it be perfect. So
you, like we said, you have over 20 years in fighting. What is your best moment in your career?
You know, the best moment, I think best moment is that all things that I have achieved and what I have seen and what I have been through with my fighting, I think this is the best moment of all, because I have a life that I have seen a lot of things of the world. I have, you know, I became somebody, you know, some guys who are training here, they seen my fights and they say I was an inspiration. So I think that's already achievement, you know, and very thankful that, you know, I can inspire people. So yeah, these are nice moments, you know, and I can, if you say, yeah, what are the nicest moments, I can have like fights against Marco and Sakuraba, you know, but everything is like very nice to you know, so I think I'm thankful and grateful that I have this life.
Do you remember when it was the first time you gave an autograph or took a picture with a fan?
Yeah, but it was a long time ago.
Yes, it was really a long time ago, I bet.
Yeah.
But what was it like?
Yeah, it was nice, of course. In the beginning, you know, you're looking for that moment, you know, and then people's gonna recognize you, so it's normal, but everybody has it. It's nice.
Is there anything you regret that you would change? Is there anything in those 22 years that you would change?
No, I don't have regret it, you know, because I have a great career, I find, you know. What I could do maybe different is maybe, you know, started earlier with
Earlier? You started early.
you know, I was like 18 years old, but I mean, started earlier with maybe when I see that I also like the MMA, that I take that part a little bit more serious. Maybe that's one thing, but you know, or maybe gamble on one thing, only do K1 or only do MMA. But you know, it is what it is, and I don't regret my life. So
There's the interesting story about how you fought Mark Hunt.
yeah,
How they got you to fight with him.
yeah.
Could you tell that?
Yeah, it was my trainer. I was busy, and we were there for my teammate brother. And then Lobano dropped out, and then they called us if I would.
Was it 2 days before the
Yeah,
fight?
2 days before the fight. But, I wasn't in training anymore. But before I just win the fight against Paul Slavinsky, and then they asked me 2 days, and then I said I have to think about it because it's like 45 kilos, 50 kilos over my weight, you know. So I think it's gonna be heavy.
A lot. That's
Yeah. And then my trainer was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. And I think, yeah, Mike, he's like a little bit heavy. And then Mike told me like a story from, listen, Melvin, a friend of mine, he has a bar. And in the bar there was like a very big guy. And that big guy was touching his girlfriend on a certain way, what wasn't the
disrespectful
Yes.
ways.
And that guy, he didn't do nothing anymore. And he said, he didn't say nothing to the guy, but his wife was feeling like very awkward, so what would you do? And then I said, yeah, I don't mind how big it is. I'm gonna really
Knock him out.
I'm really gonna knock him out. I'm gonna fuck him up. And then he said, oh, then it's no problem to fight Mark Hunt because he's big and he is in the bar, so we're gonna take the fight. And then I said, oh. And then he said he called, yeah, he's gonna take the fight now. And that was the beginning.
And were you thinking about him touching your wife at the fight?
Yes, so that's why it go very fast, I think.
And that's why you knocked him out. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, but you know, I was like sitting in my bed to play Mark Hunt, you know. I thought minutes ago,
Scared?
of course, not scared, but you know, if he's gone on top of you and I have to pull him off and he's gonna pound me, and he was like, also like the K1 champion at that time also, you know. So I had like a great deal of respect, you understand, but it's a fight, so at that moment I said, okay, we go for it.
Do you ever get like the feeling that since you have so many short fights, knockouts, that if the fight goes, for example, for the second round, do you ever feel like, okay, why is this getting so long?
Of course, you know, you get used to this kind of thing. You get used to knocking people out in the first round, and that's why it's
Does
it's
it
harder.
affect your
Of
second?
course, it affects it. You know, when the second round, I feel like, okay, this guy isn't going out as easy as the other one, so I have to fight longer, harder, you know. But it doesn't matter. I still do it. I have a fight against Cyborg. We did the same. Did the fight against Bob, also 3 rounds. So, you know, it's no problem. When you have to go for it, then you have to go. And of course, in the first round, I'm much sharper than in the third round. But still, in the third round, I can still knock people out. So.
But I figured you think about it because, you know, it's probably, like you said, you get used to it.
Yeah.
What would since you have such a long career, what would your advice be to a young fighter who wants a career in fighting?
And it doesn't matter if you want a career in fighting. I think hard work. You have to work hard to get what you want and believe that you can achieve the things that you want. I think that is the most important thing, and this is the first step you must make if you wanna be somebody. If you wanna be somebody, you have to work hard.
Did you have during your career any setbacks? Like, let's say you probably wasn't just like this. Did you have?
Of course, everybody has those moments, but when it go like this and it go like this, you have to have the strength to turn this around and get up again, and this makes you a real champion. I have lost the last 2 fights, so what do I have to do? I have to be like sitting in a corner and start crying, or
Fight again.
redeem myself, work harder than the last 2 times, do something what I have to do, because I want to be like a Bellator champion. It's my goal. I set myself a new goal, and I want to achieve that goal. I want to be champion. So then I have to do some things different in my life, and that's what I did now. I came on the training camp, and I'm gonna do it next time. I'm gonna do it longer, harder, more, till I achieve my goal.
When is it that you're going to stop? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I have thought about it, but first I want to have to become champion in Bellator, and then I'm thinking about stopping. I want to stop in a moment of prime. So when I have the belt, I can think about it. Okay, I have achieved it on a very high level. I achieved to become champion, and it was a rocky way, and to become champion at that moment is more worthy than everything go well. So if I can achieve that for one more time, I would be thankful.
Really hope you will. And I really think you will.
I also.
It was really nice to meet you over here. I didn't know you were going to be here, so
Okay.
it was really honor to meet you and have to talk to you and get this interview.
Thank you.
I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Good luck.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Thanks.